On the brief this morning, the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pate, has detailed ongoing initiatives aimed at accelerating malaria elimination in Nigeria as the malaria vaccine rolls out this month, beginning with the state's most hard hit by malaria in the country. The minister spoke on the initiative during a meeting with members of the Independent Advisory Group on Malaria Elimination in Nigeria in Abuja.
The first was to establish this body, which will be independent, which will be candid, which will advise us on how best to drive forward towards our objective of accelerating Nigeria's progress on malaria elimination, whether it's reducing the prevalence or halving the mortality or expanding access to prevention and treatment. And we also said that we would have a costed plan that is pragmatic, that makes explicit the trade-offs that will have to be met in the context of limited resources. And we mentioned that we will expand case management, including domesticating the affordable medicines for malaria facility within the context of Nigeria, given the size of Nigeria, given the deficit and the need for quality, cost-effective medications to treat those who are affected by malaria as part of this effort.
And that's why I'm congratulating you for this swap that you have, and that's putting malaria in, putting immunization, strengthening your health system, which is really what is so important in Nigeria. Because I've been here for polio also, and I know the immunization system, the health system, how you've tried to bring it in its own with different, whatever you've been putting. But here it seems as if it's coming together. Everything in one. It's one plan. It's one report. It's one budget.
I would want to advise that our viewers may find the next visual sensitive. So this is the reason why the driver of a Toyota Camry escaped death in Lagos after a loaded 40-foot container fell on it at Mile 2 area of the state en route to Apapa. In a statement by the Director of Public Affairs and Enlightenment Department of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, Adebayo Taofik, the driver was rescued through the swift and coordinated response of last man other emergency services, including the Federal Road Safety Corps and the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA. The General Manager of LASEMA, Olaleko Bakare Oki, reiterated the importance of proper container securing by truck drivers and owners. Let's head to the nation's capital, where the absence of Justice Yankwo of the Federal High Court, Abuja, stole the 50 billion naira suit filed by leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, against the federal government. The matter, which was fixed for Monday, could not proceed because Justice Yankwo was on official engagement. The case was subsequently fixed for February the 11th, 2025, for further mention. And the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, is calling for collaboration with the National Assembly to enact laws that will eliminate gender-based violence in Nigeria. The Speaker, along with other federal lawmakers, joined in a road walk in Abuja to commence the United Nations 16 days of activism against gender-based violence and the elimination of violence against women.
We in the Parliament must have to unite more than ever before with relevant authorities, particularly the law enforcement, in ensuring that we curb this dangerous trend to the barest minimum. I want to say it categorically clear here that the National Assembly will do everything humanly possible to ensure that all forms of violence against women and girls are drastically reduced, if not completely eliminated, in the very near future. I want to also announce that the National Assembly, particularly the House of Representatives, will play an active role in the next National Action Plan against women violence that will be coming up very soon. We will send our representatives. We will also participate actively in ensuring that robust policies are enacted that will significantly reduce the incidence of violence of all kinds.
To save our land, save our money for us, and let us use the money to develop our state. Thank you, and God bless you.
I want to first of all thank God for this opportunity to serve the good of Edo State. I also want to thank the executive governor of Edo State, Senator Modu Kwelo, and the deputy governor, then his right honorable Dennis Idausa, and other members of the executive council. We are committed to help support the governor to achieve his 5-point agenda orders so that Edo will be better. And that's our commitment. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Edo first.
Let's now head back to the nation's capital, Abuja, where the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, says the Nigerian government needs more borrowings to fund its budget, even though some ministries, departments, and agencies have surpassed their revenue target. Mr. Edun, while speaking during an interactive session of the Senate Joint Committee on Finance and National Planning and Economic Affairs on the 2025-2027 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper, also notes that the borrowing needs to be done productively and efficiently based on the Senate's approval for proper funding of the budget.
The revenue effort has been good, but we still need to do better. And in the meantime, we still need to borrow productively, effectively, and sustainably, all in an aim to help the poorest and most vulnerable.
All right, so let's head out to the international scene. In Egyptian others have been rescued. According to a statement from Egypt's Red Sea Governorate, the vessel, which was carrying 31 tourists of various nationalities and a 14-member crew, sent out a distress signal at 5:30 a.m. local time. Some survivors were rescued by aircraft, while others were transported to safety aboard a warship. In the world of sports, Liverpool star Mohamed Salah said he is disappointed by the Liverpool's failure to offer him a new contract and believe he is more out than in as he nears the end of his existing deal. The 32-year-old, who has scored 12 goals in all competitions this season, is out of contract at the end of the 2024-2025 campaign. Salah is one of the 3 key Liverpool players who will soon be heading into the last 6 months of their deals, with Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold also out of contract at the end of the season. Well, those are the stories we've been tracking for you in the last 24 hours. It will shape part of our conversation for the program.